For this week's Academic Achiever, we met a senior at Warren High School who plans to graduate with a bachelor's degree and start applying to internships. Our Peyton Brooker introduces us to him.
The WTAP High School Academic Achiever of the Week, sponsored by Marietta College.
Lane Wasson is a senior at Warren High School and has achieved a GPA of a 4.0. Wasson says his grades are important to him because of his goal of quickly attaining a bachelor's degree.
So I've gone into taking some CCP courses and am on track to complete my bachelor's degree here in high school in May. Grades have been extremely important to staying on track with those goals.
Lane is able to graduate with a bachelor's degree in business administration through a joint partnership between Washington State College of Ohio and Franklin University. Wasson says there's a lot of focus and attention needed to be able to really concentrate on his studies.
So there's a lot of planning ahead for sure, and a lot of just kind of staying on top of things, making sure my priorities are set straight, and just moving my schedule around as need be, but really taking the time that some people would be just enjoying themselves or doing whatever they're doing to really crack down on my studies and continue my education.
Outside the classroom, Wasson has been a drum major of the Warren Warriors Marching Band and has been with the band for 8 years. He is also a member of the Warren National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society. Wasson says these extracurriculars are important to him to step out of his comfort zone.
I think they really expand my knowledge and really give me a chance to step out that I'm, not quite as comfortable with, and really, enjoy my high school career.
After high school, Wasson plans to enter the workforce through internships in the hopes to enter the business industry.
Over the summer, I will continue to work on some internships and things like that with the hope of pursuing a field in the securities industry, either in the corporate banking world or in the investment world, possibly at a local investment firm or bank.
Wasson says after high school, he hopes to get to work on his communication skills and continue to practice his religious beliefs.
Definitely some things that I'm going to be working on is, my soft skills and things like that, but probably more than anything, I'll want to just continue to dive deep into my faith and trust in God to take me where He has for me next.
This is Peyton Brooker in Vincent, WTAP News. This is home.